Max, you wake up in familiar territory as you have done many nights. This time around, if you could please give me your rouse check as well as your other roll.
Oh, yes. I have one of those things.
hmm hmm hmm
I do not get hungrier.
Yay!
Roll a 10. I gotta make a willpower roll. I succeeded for once. I got 3 successes, so the voices are quiet today.
There is a moment where you have a feeling where you might hear something, but you quickly push it away. You've got other things to do tonight, and you don't need to worry about it. Um, what is your first course of action? You were looking into the bishop's possible childer?
Yeah, um, I think that, well, first of all, I'm activating the blush of life, but I do get hungrier,
hmm hmm hmm
so I'm in hunger 2. Um, so I'm gonna do the normal, just uh preacher thing. I've got to have mass and stuff like that. But afterwards, just kind of gonna go digging through some of my old um notes and journals and things like that I have about uh like life in the Sabbat and uh all those other things. So Maximus is really good at like keeping journals and stuff for that to see if I can find any kind of reference to the bishop or any connections that he might have had that I might have known about or anything like that.
Go ahead and make me a wits and investigation roll.
Well, somebody had to start the night off correctly. That's a 5 success messy critical.
Now Max, when he was in the Sabbat, was he in the DFW area or did he come in from elsewhere?
He definitely came from elsewhere. He's a transplant.
Um, it takes you a bit of digging before you are able to get through your notebooks enough to find any sort of information that is beneficial. Um, you do already know that the bishop was a Tremere. Um, you know that they were in Oak Lawn, and there's a couple of names of contacts that had came in and out of the area. Um, one of them being a man by the name of Dane. The other is the fact that he didn't have a lot of collection connections to the local Tremere. So you're ruling out Dr. Ravenwood as possibly not being very helpful for you in this instance. Um, and of course, the usual troublemaker of your least favorite Lasombra on the planet possibly had a connection to him as well.
Okay. Um, well, the least favorite Lasombra is a toss up right now between Eloise and Remy. So which one are we talking about?
Remy, you're talking about Remy.
Okay. Of course
I,
he does.
I should rephrase that of the coterie's least favorite,
Okay,
Lasombra,
there we go. Yeah.
minus one person.
That's more appropriate for sure. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Ash first because I don't want to deal with Remy, and I would rather talk to somebody that I like before I go to somebody that I don't like. I just had to deal with Alois last night, and Alois is best dealt with in small
Smalls.
uh portions. So
You know, a few years apart between visits is never a bad thing.
yeah, if we can ever.
You find Ash at her usual haunt of her occult shop, her occult metaphysical shop, where she is upstairs in her office. Looks like she's researching stuff herself. Um, and she kind of like being a Tremere and being very secretive about their stuff. She kind of puts her book in a drawer and closes and locks it when she sees you come in. Um, before like giving you the big smile. Well, I wasn't expecting to see you tonight.
I'm a man full of surprises, as you can see.
Mass went well.
Uh yeah, there was a good turnout tonight, for sure. Um
What was the diocese ever going to send you an assistant? Because I know something was said about that a while ago. Have they never materialized?
they were supposed to. I had a phone conversation with them. I never know how I sound on the other side of the phone, so the best thing that I can guess is that they got scared off because I haven't seen them. They never showed up for their first, we'll call it an interview. It's not actually an interview, it's like a vetting process, but they never showed up.
Well, I mean that's good for you. You don't have to keep taking away memories and stuff.
Sure,
What can I do for you tonight? I'm taking it you're not here on like personal business.
I wish. No. So I'm looking for someone and I hand over the signed letter to her.
She reads it for a moment, kind of like turns it over, and you watch her eyes go a little cloudy as she's using her other senses to like look to see if there's anything hidden on the note. And she kind of frowns a little bit when she doesn't see anything. Oh, yes, Eloise told me about this. It's a bit concerning. This was a bit before my time, though. Um, do you have any leads?
Um, Only one. Somebody named Dane that he
Dane.
used to be in contact with. I hoped that you might have an idea of where I can find this person.
I actually do know him actually fairly well. Um, he's over in Fort Worth now. He was one of
There
the.
is literally like you can see the downtrodden look that overcomes his face. Maximus does not like going to Fort Worth.
If it makes you feel any better, I could just give him a call and see if he'll come here. A home turf advantage, I believe they call it.
I don't have a home turf.
Well, is the church kind of like your home turf? But I'm not gonna bring him there. I mean, we thought we could meet here if that's easier, or the church, whichever you prefer.
Uh, it would be easier if he met me at the church.
Okay, not a problem. Just so you're aware, he was one of the first that came over from the Sabbat, so um, not a lot of fond memories of past times, but I know he'll be helpful.
Sure. Um,
Do do
okay.
do,
Well,
do you want me to be there?
do no, I can handle myself.
Are you okay, Max?
I I do not like dealing with things that are attached to my past, and this is one of those things.
She gets up out of her chair and gently goes and like takes your hands. I I can be there for like moral support if that's what you would prefer. To be honest, he's very friendly. and really wants to, kind of like you, not remember the past.
I reach my hand up and like brush it up against the side of her face and push her hair away from her forehead. I really appreciate that. I do because oh, this is a whole thing, but I promise I can handle it.
Well, I am a phone call away if you do need me. But I'll give him a call and I'll text you and let you know.
Anyway, you have work to do, so
Oh, yeah, I was just researching a couple things. It's just something I was working on. It's no big deal.
oh, Rhea might know, by the way.
About
Yeah,
about what?
about the thing that you taught me.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
they don't like others. Others of my kind don't like that when we teach other people.
She's different though.
Well, okay. I mean, she didn't come in my office yelling, "Do not tell Dr. Ravenwood, whatever you do."
I don't talk to that man.
Good.
In fact, I don't think I've ever had a run-in with him.
He's a bit of a hermit, but a little bit more traditional.
Sure. Um, yeah. Okay. I'm sure that you don't need the primogen of the Tremere judging you for your decisions.
I mean, he rarely comes to any of the meetings, but I don't know exactly if he can like far see and judge me from there. You know how some of the
Okay.
older ones act. Oh, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Um,
No, 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 that's fine. I did just have one other quick question. Seeing as I'm going to be delving into some of the stuff that's in my past, now that I have um, learned some things that I didn't know whenever I was there, if I happen to come across anything related to that, you wouldn't mind helping me learn about it more, would you?
I'll give you pointers, but it might be a lot on you. Um, again, it's kind of how my sire taught me. Here's a note, go learn and figure it out. But I'll be a little bit more helpful.
Okay. Thanks, Ash.
You're welcome. Well, I'll give him a call and I'll let you know. Um, also, Mara text said she was out of the cat cafe 'cause some hunter nonsense.
I'm not even dealing with that right now. I
Oh,
have four different things on my plate, and that is one of them that I've pushed to the side.
that no, that's fair. I'm just letting you know that's the second coterie in your area to have to move out. So just keep an eye on the church. I'll try and use some of my contacts to make sure you guys are safe, but just keep your eyes open, okay?
Maybe it's finally time that I took um, Ria's advice and get some cameras installed. Who knows?
It's not a bad idea. Maybe just
Fair.
point one at the sewer, 'cause you never know when a Nosferatu's gonna pop up.
Neither does she. So, do you know somebody that does wards?
Outside of myself? Or
Do I get a discount?
yes, you can have a discount. What kind of ward do you need and where do you need it?
Well, you mentioned Nosferatu.
You want me to keep the kindred out of the sewers?
Yeah.
Not a problem. That I can do. That
Okay, but I
when
don't expect you to do it for free. Like I will owe you gladly.
okay. Well, we'll call it minor.
Okay. Yeah, I can do
Um
that.
and if you find out any information about any of the hunter people in the area, let me know.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Well, you see, she reaches over to pick up her phone. Make a call. It'll be fine. Um, I'll let you know. You have a good night, okay?
Okay. You too. I kiss her on the forehead.
She kind of does this very, very happy little noise, uh, before she lets you go back about your business. And are you heading back to the church?
Yeah.
All right. As you get to the church, the only person you see is Lesh, who appears to be sitting reading a comic book.
Lesh,
Oh, sup, Padre?
work.
What now? The comic's getting good, bruh.
You know what they say, Lesh. No rest for the wicked.
Ah, and Les will stow away his comic and prepare to set out.
It does
Um,
take, uh, by the time you get back to the church, it's probably been about 15 minutes. You get a text that says he'll be there in an hour.
okay. So one, do you know where Glyza or do you know where
Jasmine.
Jasmine is?
I don't know. Last I heard is with that one dude with the truck.
That one dude with the truck. Okay. All right. We don't need her for this anyway, so um there's somebody that's coming to visit.
Friend or foe?
Yes.
Les frowns a little, but is listening.
It's somebody from back in the day that well, let's say he took the same path as me. He is reformed. So, you know,
Les slowly nods.
yeah. Doesn't really feel much different than I do, to be honest. So, at least we got that going, but I still have never personally met him. So, we should just be careful. That is all.
You need like a background check or something on this person?
No, I'm pretty familiar with what circles he's run. I mean, I don't know what he's been up to lately, but I at the bare minimum do know that well, he's coming to talk with me about this whole issue with the not actually dead person.
Les is still nodding.
Yeah, that guy. So, um, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what to expect.
Your house, Padre. I'm just standing in it. We do this your way.
All right. I appreciate the support.
Les thumbs up, cheeky grin that you've seen him do a few times before.
And the
Um, I was gonna say I'm just gonna go be ready. So I'm still in like priest attire, but like I put on like a very well worn black trench coat too. Um, and like I've got my sword on my back. I don't have it out. Like I'm not trying to be openly threatening to this guy, but he should also know what the business is.
The only thing that has changed with Lesh is the graphic tee that's on right now.
Lesh, do you need a weapon?
I got these, dude. He holds up his fists.
All right.
Lesh is grinning too.
An hour passes by. You do hear a car pull up outside on the street, and a door slam after a few moments, and then it's quiet for a moment before you hear like a knock on the door.
The front door?
Yes, the front door.
I'm like standing behind the podium at this point. I just kind of look over at Lesh and motion with my head towards the door.
Lesh is gonna walk over to the door and mutter himself. I mean, just because you got the whole sword priest thing doesn't mean you have to treat me like a lackey looking all cool over there. And then he'll open the door and kind of school himself in the way Lesh thinks he can school himself.
The man who's standing there is a very tall man with kind of graying brown hair, dark eyes, dressed very nicely in what looks like a three-piece suit with a jacket, one of those long jackets over it. He kind of looks at you with like a momentary like confusion, Lesh. Like he's not you were not who he was expecting.
Welcome to the church, bruh. And Lesh will like move to the side and like gesture for him to go for it.
He gives you a slight good evening and then walks inside. I am assuming you are Maximus.
You would be correct, Dane.
Yes. Ash said you needed to speak to me about something.
That is correct. I believe we have a problem that mutually uh, affects us both, and you have possible information that I don't have.
She was a little cryptic on the phone. What is this about?
I walk down from the podium at this point and hand him the letter.
You see he takes it and he kind of looks it over and then pauses at the inscription. And for a moment, like his face gets that typical La Sombra steeliness of like he's controlling his emotions about something before he hands it back to you.
That
I
was my exact reaction.
I was assured he was dead. That's a bit surprising.
For what it's worth, I think he might be. Um, I did do some digging through my personal effects in my journals. Uh, and there may be, I don't know, an heir, a child there that we didn't know about.
There was one back in the day. I never met them, so I'm not sure about gender. I believe male. Uh, Fits in with what I wouldn't have known about him. I was a liaison from a different pack at that time.
Hmm.
I don't
See.
remember the name. Childer was sent to California on an errand.
Uh, well, were you, would you say that you might be given the impression that this childer may come back to obtain the proverbial throne given the chance?
Oh, most assuredly. Again, I didn't know them personally, but the way he spoke about them was ambitious, to say the least.
Hmm. Any leads that you might have,
Let me talk.
or Those are the things that you can dig up.
Yes, I'll get with a few people that I know. Talk to Mendoza, see if he knows anything. He came from California a little bit ago, so he's probably still got people back there that we can dig him up. I heard you guys were having a Sabbat problem over here.
To say the least.
That bad.
It's always that bad when dragons are involved.
That's even worse.
I'm sure you're familiar with the name Zachariah.
You see, he pauses for a moment. I'm just gonna make him a roll real quick. You see, he pauses, and then for a brief moment, his eyebrows go up. Oh, that's surprising. That's not who I was thinking of.
Oh, or a whole host of more Remy and his whole pack. Apparently, they're bickering with each other. Listen, having the bare minimum of a dozen Sabbat in one pack in this city doesn't rest with me well enough, let alone having two packs. So,
Oh, Zacharias recruited then. Last time I knew, there was only 4 of them. But that was back when he was in Warsaw, so I'm a bit surprised he's here.
no doubt in direct response to Remy's cantankerous attitude.
Are you sure it's Zachariah?
Oh, as sure as what Remy has said and what I have experienced personally.
I know this is useless against Zamitsi. Description? Any people he's running with?
Yeah, I give him a description of what I saw, the people or the pack mates that I've seen him with, names, clans, if I know them.
He pauses again. Well, he has expanded. Funny thing about Zachariah was is he never really believed. You know how dragons are. They toe the line, get what they want, and then prefer to be left alone. Isidore and Doria are the 2 he's been with the longest. Aster was recruited when I was in Warsaw.
He was almost taken care of until 2 nights ago.
That's a pity.
Indeed.
The other one they have is a possible tech expert. Abbott, the bald one.
Mm-hmm.
Recommended if you want to put a wrench in his plans, get rid of that one first.
I will make a note of that. But if you ask me, what it really comes down to is the fact that I think Zachariah was in town first and was just existing, but Remy came into town and he saw that as a threat, even though Remy was supposedly here temporarily by his admission. So, who's to say?
It's just weird. Zachariah's never had any ambition to even move a block, let alone an entire country.
For all I know, it could be somebody completely different. I
Not if
trust
not if
Zamitsu.
if
Yeah,
Aster's with him, then it's actually Zachariah.
okay. Still, I trust a Zamitzi about as far as I can throw them, which is more than the average person can.
I'm gonna look into this as well. Personally, none of this sets well with me. I knew Zachariah very well back in the day, and this is uncharacteristic behavior. If we've got somebody masquerading as a bishop, they're probably summoning people here.
There's also always the chance that they did this just to scare me specifically, which would then open a whole nother can of worms, because that would mean that there's somebody that knows me personally that's trying to intimidate me, because I also received a threat against,
An
let's just
important
say someone that I care about dearly.
Max, can I give you some advice?
I will receive it.
I knew Zachariah very well back in the day. I assure you that he never would have left Warsaw willingly. If he's here, then we're gonna have a bigger problem. Most likely what we're seeing is the start of a war band of Sabbat. We're they're no longer holding territory. If they're recruiting and there's already a pack of a dozen at least, that's a big problem. And the fact that they were able to find someone important to you is almost assuredly you need to take Abbott out. He's the only one that could have dug up information. Which means if he's gotten into your people, he's going to start going into other people's.
I don't suppose you know anything about him.
Uh, British, um, security guard, likes to masquerade as one. Prefers hospitals, but that doesn't surprise me if he's running with Zachariah now.
It's where we had our initial run-in, so unsurprising.
I would check hospitals, retirement homes, anywhere that is not overly suspicious.
Well, with the number of hospitals in this city, it's relatively easy to hide.
I don't have any influence in this city. I'll see what I can do on my side of town.
I will start making moves of my own. The downside of being autarchus is that, well, you know,
If have you moved your important person?
not yet. It's not that easy.
If you are comfortable, I don't need to know who they are or where they're going, just put them inside Fort Worth. The prince is protective, and as her keeper, I can keep an eye on somebody.
But then I would have to make a deal with the Prince of Fort Worth, and I particularly don't want that level of debt on my head. But
Oh,
I'll think about it.
if not, any one of the surrounding cities would be fine. Um, but I'll
Sure.
keep an eye out. We had a rumor about a Sabbat pack outside of Fort Worth, close enough to the border. They never crossed over, at least as far as I know, but it's concerning. And that would make three. The ones near us, as far as I could tell, I know their priest was a serpent.
Well, friendly piece of advice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you run with a coterie or if you do things solo, but there is in fact another pack outside of Fort Worth, then the only way to make sure that things don't escalate is to exterminate them. The only reason why that hasn't happened here is because of complications.
And also, an entire pack's hard to take down. There's only... He looks between you and Lesh. I assume there's more than 2 of you in this coterie.
All due respect, Dane, you don't know who I am or what I did in my past. So trust me whenever I say that a pack is a difficult time, but not one that is undoable.
Well,
It's all about knowing when and where to hit them.
which means you need to know your targets and how to hit them. If you want to do any damage to Zachariah, there's only 3 people he cares about, and one of them you evidently had 2 days ago. Aster's the baby out of those 3. Doria's not much of a fighter. Isidore, however, is going to be the problem. But definitely take care of Abbott first, if you can get your hands on him. If they found your...
He will be my priority.
Excellent. I'll see if I can get cooperation from one of the barons nearby. If they're in their territory, I've got to be nice with diplomatic relationships.
Boy, do I know how that is.
It's a headache. So much easier when you could just reach over and slap somebody and not have to worry about your boss getting mad at you.
If only.
Well, if you do need anything else, I let Ash know and I can do things, but I'll talk to Mendoza about any contacts he has in Fort Worth or in California. Let's see if he can find out what happened to our wayward Tremere.
Right.
Is there anything else I can do tonight?
Hmm. Not that I can think of.
Anything that you need from me? And he does look at Lash.
I think I can make do with what we got around here, bro.
Excellent. Well, you gentlemen have a good night. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. It is most concerning. Is the prince aware of any of this?
Is the prince aware of any of this? And to what degree would we know that?
Storyteller, I am going to have to break a conviction because I am going to outright lie to his face and tell him yes.
Go ahead and roll me your manipulation and your subterfuge. Let's see how well you can lie to him.
Good lord, we are so bad at this. I'm gonna blood surge. I don't get hungrier. Let's go 5 dice. Oh, okay. I mean, 4 successes on 5 dice isn't that bad.
Not at all.
He kind of looks you over for a second and then just kind of nods. It's glad that they're at least keeping him informed since he's still out of town.
There is a certain challenge to it, but he has avenues of communication for specific things like this.
Yeah. I just never know with Alois. Assume he'll do a power play eventually, but then again, he does like the prince a lot, so there's that. Well, good evening, gentlemen.
You can always find me here if you need to, Dane. I keep an open door.
Les will hand Dane a card, one of his cards.
He takes it, he puts it in his jacket pocket.
In
Well,
case something comes up.
He's a superhero, in case you didn't know, Dane.
Thumbs up, grin.
Oh, is this one of those oh, Margaret showed me the movies at one point in time. A Iron Man thing?
No, dude, I'm not gonna lug around one of those old suits.
Alright, perhaps I should have paid more attention. Alright, well, best of luck for both of you, and I'll keep look at things on my side, and I will let you know. The phone number you will probably be hearing from will not be mine. Phones are difficult.
I pull out my Nokia brick. Tell me about it.
Les rolls his eyes.
If Mendoza sees you with that, he is going to be a terror because he is a Toreador. Alright, you see he kind of gives you both like a little nod of the head and leaves.
He leaves. Like, do we get the sense that he's lingering?
No, he straightens his coat and like walks back out the door, and if you are watching him, he gets right back into the lifted pickup truck that's outside, and you can see somebody sitting in the driver's seat. Looks like they're smoking a vape.
Can Lesh attempt to make out this passenger?
Sure, with some awareness.
Okay.
Max, if you would like to try, you can too.
Nah.
Let's see. That's 2. Okay. That's 4 die total. 1 die of hunger. Okay. 2 successes.
It's a bit hard to get like a clear profile because of where he parked. But it's a young man, dark hair, some facial hair, wearing a flannel shirt, kind of just chilling in the car. From that distance, you can't tell kindred, ghoul, human, uncertain, but looks like he's playing chauffeur.
Okay.
And you see him get on the other side of the truck, and after a couple seconds, the truck drives off.
Well, Lesh will close the church doors if Dane didn't close them behind him. And he'll turn to Maximus and like, okay, Padre, how you want to play this?
Well, I think we're just gonna have to trust Dane to do his own digging and get back to us. But in the meantime, I agree. We are going to have to fight this fight on more than one front, as much as I don't want to. So we are going to need to find this Abbott. I think that's what you said his name was.
Lesh looks concerned when you say go after Abbott. Like, I think I know someone who could find him, but it's not exactly someone I want to risk because if he gets reverse hacked or something, that's someone pretty important to me that I don't want in the line of fire.
I so Maximus is really quiet for a few seconds, and then just kind of like walk over to Lesh, put a hand on his shoulder, and I look at him like dead in his eyes. I'm like, Lesh, the Sabbat know where my father is. He's an 80-year-old man that can't defend himself. We all have to risk things in this life. I don't expect you to do it if it's not something you're comfortable with, but cards on the table.
Lesh is actually going to have a lot of respect for Maximus for doing that, because at the very least, Lesh believes Maximus is being honest. So Lesh is going to sigh and he's going to hit up mines yet again.
Calling or texting?
That's the hard part. He'll make a call. He'll actually make a call, but he'll get some distance from Maximus first.
Yeah, I let him take his. I'm like, that's fine.
Not enough to be out of the room, but just so like electronic foolishness doesn't make the call difficult.
It rings once and then twice, and then you get the familiar yellow.
Mines, buddy.
Oh, look, if you locked yourself out of your apartment, I am not coming to fix the doorknob again. It's not my place. Call your maintenance man. Uh,
Look, my dude, it's been a hot minute since that happened, okay?
has it? Has it?
Okay, I actually do need your help, though. It's probably
Uh,
something you can do from your computer desk.
yeah, sure, what's it up?
There's this guy who may be around here, goes by the name of Abbott. Pretty uncommon name.
Is that a
And he's been posing as a security guard, apparently. So if that helps, and at this point, can Lesh see if he can recall coming across a security guard?
go ahead and make me a wits and investigation roll.
All right. Here we go.
You
Okay,
you
so
can
I
hear
got five.
mine starts typing on his computer. Is
Oh,
Abbott
for
like a
sure.
like first name, last name?
That's one success on his hunger die.
Uh, no one that you're familiar with.
Okay.
Um, you hear mine's typing for a little bit. Do you have like a last known job?
No, not really. Just posing as a security guard at hospitals and nursing homes. That's all I got right now, my dude.
All right. Give me.
It's not like I got a badge and access to that database, you know?
I mean, I technically don't either.
Yeah, but you're good at this sort of thing. That's why I call you.
Yeah, I'm good at it. Does not mean that you know. Okay, I'll do it. Give me like 45 minutes. I'll do this in between working on a couple of other things. Um, Also, if I get fired for this, you are paying me.
Deal.
Okay. I'll text you.
And Les will hang up. And he'll like just call over to Maximus. My dude's on it. Said he'll get back to us in 45.
Thank you.
Lesh nods, but you can tell he's where Lesh comes off to you is more aloof. You can tell he's a little more serious. And you're starting to kind of get that air of why Aloise might even consider him as a referral.
All
As
right.
you guys wait on a text back, we're gonna go check on Jasmine.
Have fun.
Jasmine, you are sitting at a location near the Dallas Zoo with a um, gigantic cat sitting in your lap, purring up a storm. And Mara is continuing to knit whatever she was working on.
You're muted.
I'm petting this gigantic cat and enjoying the peace and waiting for a text. Because I was promised a concert and I'm waiting to see when that'll happen.
Uh, Josh does text you with a long apology of he's sorry he didn't text you earlier, work got busy. But he managed to get 2 tickets to go see the comic that he wanted to take you to. Um, and goes, well, I couldn't get him for tonight. I had to get him for tomorrow night. I guess the guy had to cancel his set. Um, Again, the audacity of a guy with 3 names, 3 first names, canceling a um a set is a bit audacious.
I mean, and I text it back and I go, I like having 3 names. It's just it's nice. So
Yeah. Oh,
if I
well,
had 3 names, I'd always tell them to people.
I mean, you know,
Make people use all 3 of them.
I mean, you could totally put your middle name in there. It's Jasmine Biani. Insert middle name. Just have everybody say it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's fine. It's not like I have anything to do.
I mean, you're here. There's plenty of nightlife. Um,
Yeah, nightlife.
I mean, you always did like to have a good time.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, if you're not doing anything this weekend, maybe we can get like a couple of old friends together.
We'll see. I'm just settling in.
Yeah, that's fair. If you need any help finding like an apartment or something, like I can help. I'm not good with real estate, but like I can look around. Like I know what you like.
Sure. I'll get back to you on that.
All right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
And you see Mara, she kind of is like eyeing you out of the side of her eye, just kind of with like this little smirk on her face.
Yes, I'm still talking to him.
Never said that that was a bad thing.
I understand. It's kind of hard to let go.
Are you doing okay though in the city? And I know it's probably a little weird being back.
I don't know why I'm back.
Perhaps wanting to close a chapter?
If by close you mean permanently killing my sire, then maybe.
You know, murder is always not a bad thing when it comes to our kind because again, we are very difficult to put down.
Mm.
Um, but
I don't even know how to start.
well, have you met any of other of our kind in the city?
Yeah, uh, I mean, the first time I got back, I saw Remy, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, he gets that reaction from everyone.
I,
Um,
no judgment. I don't know what you see in him.
he was the only one to really help me out. And I understand it was mostly to piss off everyone else, but he did help me out. And I think his constant communication with me is more to still piss everyone off, and I kind of like that.
Just make sure that whatever trouble he gets himself into, he's not going to drag you down with him. Um,
I'm going to try.
Because I'm fairly certain one of the coteries nearby me really, really, really wants his head on a platter.
Oh yeah, that's the other people I met.
Oh, oh,
Yep.
uh, Max and the others?
Max, Rhea, this really angry guy who was, well, I guess I can understand, but I
That
can't remember.
may.
He has an owl.
Oh, Raheem.
Yeah,
Yes.
Raheem, that one.
He's well, I would never describe him as angry. I've never seen him angry. He's usually very even-tempered.
Well, he was angry a lot when we first met.
Maybe it was just an off night.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him though.
Well, if you wanted to take your sire down, perhaps those people could help you. I mean, Max is
Yeah.
really good in a fight.
They almost did, apparently. I was actually hoping to see him.
Almost?
Yeah, apparently he got away or something after.
Oh, that's well, at least we know he's slippery.
Yeah, he's always been a little bitch.
So if you were to take him out, what would be the best course of action? How would you do it?
So I've been hearing words about something called a diablerie. Is that something I can do?
Uh, well, it's something any of us could do. Um,
Do you think I could survive that? Or would he
I
essentially
I don't know.
destroy me?
I don't know your sire personally, so I don't know, but it's always a risk. It's also very illegal.
I mean, um, sure, I guess.
I mean,
What's a permanent way that he's gone? Like, really permanent.
final death. You
So,
could
like,
just
push him out in the sun kind of thing.
yeah, that'd work. You could set him on fire, chop his head off. Um,
Does that cost final death? I thought, like, it just sort of like,
nope, that does it.
all right, cool.
It's kind of universal. You misplace your head.
I I wonder if Remy is going to help me with that. Do you think?
Uh, you could certainly ask him.
Hmm.
He may or may not help. Again, he's very weird.
Yeah, it is funny.
Well, perhaps you should go talk to Max tonight and see if he would be willing to help. I know
Um,
integrating into a coterie is the best way to at least survive this night. That's how I ended up with the lot I have. Also, if you see Sammy out on the street selling anything, slap him as hard as you can.
I will try. Uh, I will definitely try to slap him as hard as I can.
With these hunters out, we just need to be a little bit more careful.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Mara. Um, I have a little bit of a death wish.
Well, the one thing about this life is we're able to live a long time and able to survive a lot, and perhaps this is a once you get rid of your sire, perhaps it's a good life to make. Do something with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I started a cat cafe. I started a diner. Max
I'll
has his church.
I'll think about it. It's such a weird life.
You go into the nightclub business. Like, open up a really nice nightclub. Midnight
Nightclubs and I have a very bad history.
Midnight Library.
Cafe,
A cafe would be nice.
we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and see what people are up to at that church. This has been really nice.
Well, you're more than welcome to come back anytime you need to. We're not moving from here anytime soon. Ridley's been very nice to let us stay. Um, and you see she finishes what she was working on and kind of hands it over to you, and she had made a beanie
Oh,
uh in your favorite color.
perfect. This will look great with my eyes.
Well, just don't let Thaddeus get to it. He is a menace with anything yarn.
And I'm already lifting my hands up. All right, Cat, time to get off.
Thaddeus kind of just turns his face to look at you. And again, he is a giant, fluffy black cat with a very smushed face. So he's kind of looking at you, kind of like, how dare you ask me to move? But
I'm going to start cuddling you if you do not move. And you're not gonna like it. And I
he
start reaching.
he moves ridiculously fast for a cat of
That's
his
what I
size.
thought.
The entire cat waddle
That's what I
as
thought.
he runs away and tries to hide underneath the coffee table. Most of him is sticking out, but his head is under, so he's convinced he's hidden.
As I leave, I pat his butt a little bit. Bye.
Are you heading to the church?
I am heading to the church. And I'm putting on my teeny weeny beanie.
As your night progresses and you drive over, you see Max and Lesh inside the church.
Uh, and I walk in and I go, "Hey,
What's up? Nice beanie.
thanks. Someone just finished making it for me."
Oh, is that so?
Mm-hmm.
How cute.
Thank you. This is gonna sound, well, maybe not weird. I came back here to kill my sire.
Okay.
Any
And
particular reason why?
oh, because he's a little bitch. And I hate him.
Lesh smirks. Be like, I don't know if that's a good enough reason to just go around taking our own kind out.
Uh, he took me from a life that was just starting. And I figured since you don't really like the Sabbat or whatever, that maybe this group will help me kill him.
Who is it?
His name
You.
is Aster.
Oh,
Lesh frowns. Is Aster familiar to Lesh?
You did hear about him the other night.
Okay, so he did get it. He was in on it. Okay.
Yeah, it was the name of the one that got rescued from downstairs.
Okay, so they did let him in. Okay. So you mean the dude that was like around but isn't currently around?
that's the one.
Yeah, I want him gone.
Well, it's not like I know exactly why you all had him in the first place.
Do you need more of a reason than he's just a general nuisance?
Um, he no,
I'm glad that you don't. I was more asking Lesh, but that's good to know.
thank you.
Well, we're all nuisances in our own little ways. But you know we also have these rules about these sort of thing, Padre.
I figured he's crossed a couple of rules that would, demand that he be put down.
We
All
can't
right.
follow those rules to the letter. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, Liza, or Jasmine, sorry.
That's fine. It's totally fine if I go out, as long as he goes out with me.
I don't. That's not what I meant.
But that does give you my intention.
Sure.
Well, if it's all cleared and squared away, I guess it's on the list. Just as long as, like, Aloise or Sheriff don't come breathing down my neck or something.
I can't help you with Aloise, but the sheriff knows what she needs to know about this.
Well, they're slowly nuts.
I have a condition, though.
And what's that?
You can kill him, but not completely.
Why?
He has something that would be very useful to me.
After after you've gotten whatever use you have of him, may I then kill him completely?
No, because what I do will kill him completely.
Ah, then I can just watch.
You can help.
That is perfect.
Piece of work, this guy, huh?
You have no idea.
No, I really don't.
No.
Aren't we all, though?
True enough, my dude. Has Lesh gotten that response via text at this point?
You do get a response from mine saying that he is at the Presbyterian Hospital.
Well, Lesh seeing this on his phone will look at Maximus and be like, you want to clue her in, my dude?
Oh boy. The shifting nature of having whatever this coterie that's attached to this church is. Sure. You should probably sit down. This is going to take a minute.
And Lesh is actually going to stretch. And he's going to, true to his whole thing, he's going to regale Jasmine in what Lesh and Maximus went over to Aloise to find out information-wise. I'm just skipping over TLDR, like we got reruns.
Just watch it later.
Yeah. But Lesh is going to be dramatic. And so that brings us here. And my dude says that they're over here. And Lesh, shows the name. And like, I don't know how long they're going to remain at this location. If this is the regular hangout, are we doing a stakeout? Are we jumping them?
Hmm.
Are you asking me?
Oh yeah. Because as far as Lesh is concerned, like he's on the case, but Alois told you something special, so he sees you as like you're in the church, you had the contact, we're doing this your way.
Sure. Well, I hadn't gotten that far yet. But um hmm.
I mean, that angry guy has that owl, like, might be good for that sort of thing. I don't know.
I tend to not volunteer other people's friends for things. So not very polite.
Well, you can see Lesh's Brewhouse kicking in. He's very get up and go right now. Like the game's afoot.
We can go check things out. The problem is that he knows my face. So if we are going to go, then you two are going to have to be the ones that do the scouting, not me.
Who are we scouting?
Guy Abbott said he's bald.
Does Abbott know me? Storyteller.
You never saw him when you were at the during your embrace. You never saw him.
Awesome. But do I know of him?
You do. Remy's told you that he is usually the man behind the keyboard.
Ah. We're going after this Abbott guy?
We're at least going to see what's going on and what the situation is first, but yeah.
Sounds fun.
All right. I
Could
should
be.
inform you, Dudette. Like, we do this, we may not come out in one piece.
Why? Are we going to try to kill him?
No, but if somebody gets the wrong idea and you're seen and you're caught, you might make some certain people angry and they might come after you and things you hold dear. Like, that's on brand for me and the Padre here, but you're kind of new to this.
I think I'll be fine.
Les shrugs.
We're not going to try to kill him immediately. So
Oh yeah, but Les is
with that what you will.
And are you guys heading to the Presbyterian Hospital?
I have to ask, what does Maximus drive?
That's a good question.
Because I mean, Lesh has his security buggy, so he has the Lesh mobile.
The Lesh mobile.
Probably just like a Lincoln Town car or something like that. Super old, beat up model.
Yeah, Lesh doesn't mind getting in with you, but he also has the Lesh mobile, but it's also pretty distinct, so he'll probably jump in with you.
I have a Mini Cooper, so all my cars for all of my characters in every single game, if there is going to be a car, is a Mini Cooper.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
All right, we rolling out. Me and my homies.
And as you guys are going to get this Abbott, we're going to take a break. is a somewhere inside this hospital is it's a thin blood. Or not thin blood. Caitiff. What are you guys plans?
You ready to walk in, do that?
Yeah. Let's do
I
this.
will be out here, and I am a text message away. So just
What are we supposed to do? Just walk in and what?
Walk in, see if we can spot them.
yeah, look for him.
Just look for him? Like that's it? Like as soon as we see him, hey, he's here? That's the whole plan?
We
Do
gotta
either of
confirm.
you have confidence that you could quietly capture him? Okay,
You
then
asked
that's
the wrong question to Lesh.
that is the plan then.
I mean, I'm totally fine with that plan. I'm just saying, like, if that's the whole plan, then I don't think you need two of us to walk in there. You just need the one person to be like, oh, he's there, text him. I mean, I'm okay with like splitting the floors if that's what we're doing. Like, we just split, have more, spend less time looking. Is that a good idea, Lesh?
I'm okay with that, but you gotta be ready to move.
I can be quick. So I'll start from the top and you can start from the bottom and we'll meet in the middle.
Lesh will nod, and he'll have to take off his security vest. And you can see this upsets him taking it off.
Cool. I will sneakily go up the top floor.
Yeah. Do I need to roll for Blush of Life, Ari?
Yes, if you were trying to look human, roll for that blush of life.
Absolutely. Alrighty.
Max's is still active, so
How do you roll for Blush of Life again?
just one hunger die.
Yep.
Okay.
And Lesh
One
got
hunger die.
hungrier.
Oh no.
I will do mine as well. And it is a success.
Yes.
We're already off to a roaring good start.
As you two are starting, Jasmine from the top floor, Lesh from the bottom floor, can you both roll me your wits and awareness?
I can.
Oh boy.
My wits is 2. My awareness also
Oh, yeah.
2. I am hungry, so that's just 4.
That's 3 successes for Lesh.
That's 3 successes for me as well.
You both are working your way up through the floors. Lesh, you see maybe one or two familiar faces from like previous jobs that you knew that they had gotten another job.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of like see you and are just kind of like give you like the little wave. Um, Jasmine, you see, the nurses are working, it's late at night, so there's like no admin on site. But as you guys are about ready to like meet on the same floor, you guys both one comes up, one comes down on the third floor. You see him over by the coffee machine.
I secretly point him out to Lesh, be like, coffee machine.
Lesh nods. Is there anyone around?
You see a couple nurses at the nurses station. And no one else besides both of them. He looks like he's making some form of coffee. Kind of just mimicking the motions, like he's not really paying attention to what he's putting in the cup.
I'm going to text Max here on the third floor. And I give him like the layout, like there's 2 other nurses and just him, and there's just 3 people. The two other nurses, they're just human, right?
Yes, yes, you can tell they're both human. One of them's drinking from like her water cup, and the other one's look like she's eating a cupcake that the day shift had left behind, and they're kind of just chatting in between each other, like they're not paying any attention to you guys. Max, you do get that text on your phone, as well as a second text from an unknown number.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yep, here we go. It's
What does
probably
the other
Dane.
text say?
The text from Lesh says, or is
Jasmine did send that, yeah.
Jasmine sent it, is exact as she listed it. The other text is from, it's not an unknown number, it's just unknown into your phone. It just says, hey, talking to people in California should have a name for you in a bit. And just the initials KM.
No, okay.
KM.
You are familiar at least a little bit with the
Oh, he's a keeper. That's why.
from
Okay.
from the the courts in Fort Worth from your time in the Camarilla. You know that is actually the sheriff of Fort Worth texting you.
Oh, okay.
And
I
then
save it as KM.
there's another text that comes through. Don't worry. Translating for Dane, the phone doesn't like him, and then just like you could tell he's kind of like making fun of his friend.
Okay. Sure. Then I am gonna. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna save that phone number in my phone as KM, and then I text Jasmine back and I say cameras question mark.
That was what I was gonna ask.
What do I see about cameras?
You do see that there are a couple cameras on the floor. Again, this is a hospital, so it's about what you would expect.
Some cameras.
Need to get him somewhere without them or before he can have access to them.
Okay. I Yeah, fuck it, let's have some fun. I'm going to approach him.
Yep.
All right, you're able to approach him. He does look a little stunned, like when you approach. And Abbott is a older gentleman. Kind of got that middle aged, like heavy set weight going on. Completely bald. He does not have any hair at all. He kind of looks at you, like holds his cup of coffee, like with his hand over it. If you need the nurse's station, they're over there.
Do you know who I am?
No.
I know who you are. And I need your help.
With what?
Remy sent me.
Oh, what does that nuisance want now? If this is about that human, I already gave him all the information he needed.
It's not about that. I can't really talk here.
You
Is
see,
there
kind of like looks
anywhere-
around.
Is there anywhere I can go that's a little bit more we can go that's a little bit more private?
Well, there's like cameras everywhere. A parking garage would be the best bet. Go ahead and
Okay.
make me a manipulation and persuasion roll.
All right.
And if you have
Where is
the good looking dice, go ahead and add
I
them.
do. I have stunning.
You get
Nice.
the 2 dice.
All right. So that's how many dice? Wait, I have persuasion and also risk taking. What does that mean? Like, does that mean I have like
You can add an extra dice for that.
so?
I'll include this. This is kind of risky.
It is pretty
Kind of risky.
Kind of.
flying out of my like whatever. My manipulation roll is 4 dots. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you said I can add 2 dice for my
Two dice for pretty.
for pretty. All right. So and I have
If you guys have
that.
your looks dice, yes, add them to your rolls. You are
So-
pretty. Use them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's see. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 successes.
Good grief.
He looks at you for a second like he's debating about it, and then kind of just like drops the coffee into a trash can. Right, let's go. That shadow has ruined my night already.
And I, as he's leading the way, I text Max as secretly as I can, if possible. Parking garage.
Okay.
Lesh is going to give it a minute so it appears natural, and then he's going to trail at a decent distance.
Lesh, since you are trailing, go ahead and make me a dexterity and stealth roll.
We know how good those are.
They're fantastic. We all love a good stealth roll. Max, are you posting up?
Yeah, I'm assuming that there's both outside and inside access to the parking garage.
Mhm.
I'm gonna head that way.
That is 3 successes, 2 of which are on my blood die.
Okay, good. He does not appear to recognize that Lesh is following behind you guys. Jasmine, he's kind of looking at you every once in a while. Is this some sort of nonsense he's got cooking up in his brain? Because
It's more of my problem. He was telling me that you can help me.
and how are you connected to him?
I used to be family. If that makes any sense. I don't know how to say it.
Who's your parent?
Aster?
You see, he kind of like just pinch. I'm going to beat that blonde Dumbo when I see him. He holds the door open for you, like to go out onto the parking garage. So,
And I really hope somebody does something now because I've run out of ideas.
Max, you figured they're coming from the 3rd floor. They'll probably go to the 3rd floor of the parking garage. So you're able to position yourself accordingly. And you do see Jasmine steps through first, then Abbott. And they're kind of walking a little farther away from the door so Lesh can come out.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear them kind of like talking, just in about. You're not able to make out what they're saying.
Is there some subtle way to activate potence?
Yeah, you just activate it.
Okay, so I didn't know if it had like a visual thing with it.
Mm-mm.
Didn't want any masquerade breaches by accident, so okay.
No. But potence is more if you use it in front of a camera or people than.
Well, there are cameras in parking garages. Oh, okay. But we good.
Mm-hmm.
Prowess?
Okay. Make your rouse check.
Yep. Hopefully we don't get hungrier, but I know my luck.
Max, are you rousing anything?
Yeah, so I had a little bit of time to travel, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Let's just pray for my hunger really quick.
Yep.
Oh,
Lesh
okay.
didn't get
Hold on.
hungrier. That's a good thing.
Oh, yay.
Okay, prowess first.
Okay. Fingers are crossed.
I don't get hungrier.
Oh, thank heavens.
Yay!
Um,
Jasmine is talking shit about how Aster is a dick and she needs help.
blood
Not
surge.
lying.
Blood surge
Oh
on
boy.
strength. I don't get hungrier.
Nice.
Then I gotta look something up here.
Yay for no hunger. Abbott is completely believing you and just nodding along as you're talking trash about his packmate, just like
She's the worst. Like I need help to, I don't know, like get away from him or something. Anything like
well, it's good news for you is he's currently down right now. He had a little bit of a accident. I think Isidore might be ready to just throttle the rest of his unlife from him at any
the
moment.
So, quick
last time.
question.
Mhm.
For my sword,
Mhm.
do you think that one rouse check is enough to coat it with poison, or do I need to make two?
What are you using?
Scorpion's touch.
I would say one is enough.
I
Oh, you're
don't
going
get.
straight for the kill.
I don't get hungrier. So I passed all three of my rouse checks. So basically, like as I walk over, like I activate prowess. I like bite my tongue. No, I don't even bite my tongue. There's not. I don't want enough to well up into that. I like take the sword out as I go into the parking garage and like kind of like make sure that I'm not just going to take my sword out in the hospital, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
You're in the
Mhm.
parking garage.
We're in the
In the
parking
parking
garage.
garage and like cut my hand
Mhm.
with it as I go out in there and activate Scorpion's touch, and I just like smear the whole blade with Scorpion's touch venom.
Mhm.
Is that visible to
And
Lesh?
I am trying to hide.
Okay, well, never mind. He ain't gonna see you if you're trying to hide. No roll
I'm not good at
necessary.
hiding. That's the thing.
Lesh ain't good at seeing.
Okay. That's fair.
What is your course of action as you see them talking?
Well, Lesh is still going by the original plan of knocking him out.
Mhm.
So Lesh is going for a precise temple strike, unarmed strike.
Okay. So,
What like where am I coming from?
since you were already inside the building, you could have came out the same door a little earlier, or you could have came from the floor below and up the stairwell. However you would like to be coming
Whatever
about.
would put me behind them is the way that I would have gone.
Then the stairwell.
Okay. So do I just see Jasmine and Abbott?
You see Jasmine and Abbott, and then you see Lesh kind of sneaking up on the one side to try and possibly bonk him from behind.
Okay. I like I don't make a noise,
Mhm.
but I like actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to try to get the light to catch my gold
Mhm.
like rosary around my neck to signal Lesh that I'm over here.
Lesh, go ahead and make me a wits and awareness.
You got it.
Let's see how aware you are in your Bruja narrow visioned, ready to punch somebody.
That's two successes.
You see glinting out of the side of your eye.
Well, Lesh will glance over.
You see this full, like, sword out, covered in some sticky, slimy, red, viscous liquid, and like I'm clearly like beelining it for Abbott.
Okay. Well, Lesh will kind of relent as backup and let Maximus go for a lethal strike.
I am gonna do this as quietly as I can, so if I need to roll Dex and Stealth to see how
Yep,
if
Dex and
quickly.
stealth. Dex and stealth.
Okay. Let's see how quickly he notices me.
Let's see.
I got 2 successes.
So did he, but the attacker gets the thing. So you're able to
Wow.
surprise attack him. I want you to know he has 7 dice for that. 7 dice, and he rolled 2.
I only rolled 4, okay?
So you are able, as he
He's
kind of
distracted by my beauty. That's what's happening.
That's exactly what's happening.
You probably make a noise or something, and right as you're right upon him, he turns his head to look at you.
I probably would. In fact, I would like just like do a sharp whistle to let Jasmine know that I'm there, because I'm assuming she's not paying any attention.
No.
As I'm like making the attack, so I'm just going straight for the heart with his sword. I know it's not going to kill him.
When Max makes the whistle, I turn and I quickly step away so that I do not get hit in any way possible.
Okay, go ahead. Are you using any abilities? Or are you just dodging?
I believe I have
Is it fleetness?
rapid reflexes.
Rapid reflexes. Yeah, you're able to
Nice.
dodge smoothly out of the way as
Awesome.
Max is making his attack roll. Let's go ahead and make me your strength and melee.
1 second.
You did. There is a furious look of a caitiff as he's realizes that he has been duped.
Sorry, bud. I didn't mean it. I don't even know you.
It's okay. It's okay.
The game was rigged right from the start.
It was. This plan has come together much too well.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's see. We roused our strength, so that's 2 more dice. We got prowess active, so that's 2 more dice. We're using a power, so that's 1 more die.
I honestly want to see how many crits this is. This is me wanting to see how much you can absolutely fuck up this caitiff.
I'm also going to make this a strength and blood sorcery because I'm using Scorpion's Touch.
Okay.
So it says to use that in place of an attack roll.
Then yeah, go ahead.
Lesh is kind of ready, like not knowing how Maximus is going to attack. Like if it's something that he's going to make a loud noise, prepared to like cover the mouth.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's 10 dice.
It's gonna be interesting.
So we got good news and we got bad news.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Good news first.
It's 10 with a messy crit. No double crit. No double crit.
Okay.
Okay. Are you trying to stab it through his back?
Yeah, like I'm going for the heart. I want to torpor him.
Oh.
And I want to do enough that I know that even if I miss his heart, I'm going to do enough damage to put him into torpor.
You instantly shove your sword in a little harder than you were expecting it to go. Probably again because this evening has not been the best for you. And you see his body for the moment lock up, and then he just kind of collapses, and you see he is in torpor.
Is Lesh there to catch him?
Yeah, you can catch him.
All right. Lesh does something. All right. Where's the
I will
car?
say he has an opportunity to resist the poison if it matters. He can make a stamina and a cult roll.
I don't think that's going to be very good for him. 2 successes.
Or if he has fortitude, then he can use fortitude.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
He has obfuscated aspects.
Okay, yeah, so that's just to give you an idea of the number of damage.
Mm-hmm.
The sword does 3
Mm-hmm.
by itself.
Okay.
And on Kindred,
Mm-hmm.
they take the margin
Mm-hmm.
of damage as non-halved superficial from the
Okay.
poison.
So tally it up for me. How bad does he look?
So you said he got 2,
Yes, 2.
so that's 8
Okay.
from the poison. And the sword also doesn't. No, it does. It does half because I'm not using an Oblivion power with it, so it's halved. So it's 9 total damage.
Oh yeah, no, he's in torpor. Barely.
It's all superficial, so he doesn't just perish right there.
No. He just straight into torpor. You have a torpored caitiff on your hands.
Well, Lesh is holding him and just like, where's the car?
I throw the keys to Jasmine.
And I run to the car.
As I'm just like, you're holding him, Lesh, but I'm like standing there, both hands on the hilt of this sword, and like I slide one of them down to his chest, and I'm like holding it, waiting for Jasmine to get back because I'm gonna pull it out. I know that he is in not through the heart torpor, so
Yep. So I drive back.
Yeah, it's not like Lesh has a steak ready. That's not his personality.
Jasmine, you're able to drive the Lincoln Town car all the way back to where they are. And I'm guessing you're loading them up and taking it back to the church.
Yep.
I look around first to make sure that there are no cameras.
Wits and awareness.
Fuck, I'm not good at that. Wait, no, I am good at that. That's
I'm
the
about
one
to
thing I am.
say.
I'm about to say, I know you are.
Hey.
I watched the vibes.
That's the one mental thing that I'm good at.
I was about to say, if you were a Lasombra that's not good with a wits pool,
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Oh, Brandon.
I got 0 successes.
Brandon.
no.
What a change of events. Okay, that's better. That's 3.
You see that luckily where you guys were is the camera is blocked from your view by a stone pillar, like by one of those concrete pillars.
Sweet.
So you guys luckily attacked him right at the best spot.
Sweet.
So yeah, as soon as he gets there, like I open the trunk and I like either I look at Lesh and I'm like, either one of us can. You know what? I out of character. I have no idea what your potence rating is, so I don't know if you're actually stronger than me or not.
Oh, we're about even, I think. Like Lesh is
Okay.
pretty strong.
So yeah, I'm like, I like would pull the sword out of him as you're carrying him to the trunk,
Mm-hmm.
and I like take out a black handkerchief and like wipe it clean.
Okay. Dearest Aurelia, I have a question.
Oh no. Well,
I'm
yes.
also gonna move out of the driver's seat and to the passenger seat because I'm not driving this car.
Okay. Yes, Ursa. What is your question, my friend?
Lesh having hung out just a little bit with Rhea, witnessing a ritual,
Hmm.
and maybe
Right.
having a couple of run-ins with Ash, would Lesh have recognized what the sword was coated with
Intelligence and
to
occult.
any degree? Okay.
I mean,
Because he at least knows that that wasn't on the sword when he first saw the sword.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
don't think you've seen Maximus fight with it yet. So
Oh yeah, that's right. We had a different canon because we had 3 different episode ones.
go
So
ahead.
never
No,
mind.
go ahead and make it intelligence and occult because you have seen Tremere nonsense before.
Hmm.
You may not know what it is, but
That's one success.
eh,
Yep, that's about right.
you know, La Sombra do weird things. It could be a weird La Sombra thing.
Yep. So yeah, Lesh will just continue business as usual. Load, torport, individual, in trunk, hop in passenger side. Well,
Jasmine is there, so you're in the back seat.
backseat. Yep.
I get in the driver's seat and I immediately adjust the mirror to look back at Lesh and say, if you doubted what I said to Dane about the Sabbat, then I just like raise my eyebrows.
Lesh will just slowly shake his head then.
And I fix,
And
yeah,
you guys are
I fix the mirror, drive off.
driving back. As you are driving back, you guys get to the church with no issues aside of just the normal traffic. And you do get another text on your phone from KM.
I'm driving. I don't check it.
When you
Yeah.
get you can check it when you get to the church.
Okay.
Don't text
Maximus
and
is not
drive,
that great of a
everyone.
driver, okay.
Yes, guys, do not text and drive. Keep your eyes on the road, especially in Dallas.
100%.
When you do check it, you just see that it says, "Got a name for you." She, not he. Siobhan Kearney.
Is that spelled Seovan?
No, allow me to put it in chat. I will send
Please
it.
and thank you. Oh wow. Okay, I spelled that all wrong.
I was close. I was close.
Welcome to Irish names.
I know. I heard Siobhan, and I was like, that doesn't have a V in it. I know it doesn't.
Thought it was an Indian girl.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever we get to the church, I text back and say thank you. And I will also text and say, tell the keeper tech is secured, not with a capital T.
It takes a few moments and you just get a text back that says, he says thank you. And then what you assume an emoji might be some sort of an emoji, but it comes up as a
It's
little
just a block.
flag block on
Yeah.
your phone.
Yeah. Okay. I park in the back and I back in and literally get the car as close to the back door as I possibly can. I'm like, all right. Rhea is probably going to not appreciate me for doing this, but I pull out another set of keys that are on a different key ring, and it's just two. No, it's four. It's four small keys, and I'm like, Lesh, Jasmine, if you want, follow me, and I'm
Sure.
going to take them to the dungeon.
Excellent.
Lesh is gonna pause at the doorway, like, I thought you told me I couldn't go in here under any circumstances, Padre.
I told you that you could not go into any room that had a locked door unless somebody took you into it that had a way to unlock it.
I didn't ask, and I'm just following.
Jeez. These people and rules. The less than follows.
And as you guys go in through the door to deposit your newly captured torpor Kadif, that is where we'll end for tonight.
Yay. Woo. That didn't go horribly.